worship community in the house of God. Not those that worship because they think that their deliverance is in their worship.
Right.
Not those who are worshiping because they have been taught that the release of their next blessing is in their worship.
Come on.
But those who actually worship God in spirit and in truth. Without motive, without trying to get God to move, without trying to get a move of God's spirit, but being moved because of God's spirit. A worship that is initiated because of the presence of one who is worthy to be worshipped.
That's right.
I wonder if we realize that God is sending a fire in the house of God, that judgment must begin at the house of God, and everything that is wood and hay and stubble is being burnt up. That which is gold and silver and precious stone is being brought to its purest form. And we're getting ready to be a people who worship God because we realize that He is the treasure of the universe, that He is invaluable, and that He is infinitely worthy to be praised and worthy to be worshipped. I don't know about you, but I lost my motives a long time ago because that sense of entitlement had to leave. I've been running for Jesus for a long time and haven't got tired yet, and I've been through this and been through that, and the Lord owes me. No.
Come on, Apostle.
I owed a blessing.
Right.
Just because I'm standing here moving and breathing, God is worthy of worship.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Right.
Just because God is God.
That's it.
I ain't gonna get that voice up in this.
Why not?
On the scene were the priests arrayed in their priestly garments, and the trumpets and cymbals ready to go. The congregation of Israel was there waiting to begin the dedication of just the foundation of the temple.
Yeah.
This is a celebration that is happening over the foundation
Come on.
of the temple. Let's move on because I'm tempted. Now, why was the foundation so important? Why was just the foundation being dedicated as in such an extravagant and celebratory way?
Yeah.
Let's keep in mind that the rebuilding of the house of God itself represents the reestablishing of worship unto the God of Israel. And that where there is no foundation, there can be no stable building.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is one of the reasons why worship in these last days, what we call worship, has just straight up looked weird. Goofy, if you will. Because we don't understand the value of the foundation.
Yeah.
We don't understand that our worship actually has a foundation.
Yeah.
And we don't really realize that the foundation himself is worthy of praise and worship.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go a little further.
Yes, he is.
Let's keep in mind that the rebuilding of God's house itself represents the reestablishing of worship unto the God of Israel, and that where there is no foundation, there can be no stable building. That's right. The temple in those days was the place where the presence of God was experienced. Worship without foundation is a structure bound to collapse. And what that tells me is that in these last days of the church, what we have been looking at is a collapsed system of worship